I used Claude to build a full variable system in Figma. Then I made it generate a complex button component with 120 variants. And finally, I asked it to design a login screen using my own design system. And the results were absolutely shocking. In this video, I'll show you exactly how I did this step by step, starting from connecting Claude to Figma and all the way to quality products. I will show you the exact prompts that I used, and yes, you can grab all of these prompts for free in the link below. This is Claude with Figma. Everything you need to know. Alright, to install Claude Code, go to this link here. I will leave the link in the description and just download it for Mac or Windows, whatever you need. After installation, it will ask you to authenticate. You must have a valid Claude subscription. Free account won't work. Once that's done, this is what you will see. This is Claude 3-in-1 app. Currently, we are in chat mode. Click here to access Claude Code. Only Claude Code can access Figma files, not the chat, at least for now. First thing you need to do is go to Customize, then go into Connectors and add a new connector. Here, search for Figma. This will give you two results. You need to install this connector which says Generate Diagrams and Better Code from Figma Context. Ignore this one. You must have a paid professional Figma plan for this to work. Your free account won't work. Once you add it, it will ask you to log into your Figma account and allow access to Claude Code. Just go ahead and allow it. Now the Figma connector has been added to Claude and it can now read and write into your Figma files. Next, go back and choose a folder. Just create a random new folder anywhere on your computer and just choose that folder here. This doesn't really matter, just pick any empty folder. Next, pick the model that you want. Opus 4.6 is the best model and will produce the best quality output. But trust me, you don't want to use this because of the rate limit. You will see what I mean in just a few minutes. I recommend using Sonnet 4.6 for this task. It uses less limit and can do a reasonably good job. Next, click here and select Bypass Permissions. I don't usually recommend doing this, but if you don't do this, it just keeps on asking permissions every few seconds. Alright, now we are ready to design in Figma with Claude. We are going to try three things. First, we're going to generate variables. Then we are going to use those variables to create a component. And finally, we are going to make a screen design using an existing design system. So let's start with variable generation. Here I have this very detailed prompt. This will tell Claude Code to make a mature variable token system directly in Figma. You can grab all these prompts down below. Let's copy this prompt and paste it back in Claude Code. Before hitting submit, go to the top and here it asks for your Figma file link. Now Claude can create a new Figma file itself, but I have already created this Figma design file I want to work in. This is completely empty Figma file. There are no variables or no styles. I just have created two icon components in here. I will tell you why in just a few minutes. For now, deselect everything and click share and copy the link of the file. Now just paste that link in here and that's it. Hit go. Now in this prompt, I have asked Claude Code to ask me a bunch of questions about the colors I want and the font I would like to use. Based on this, it will generate the color ramp. So quickly just answer those questions. Brand will be blue, accent will be orange, gray as neutrals, and interfont as type. And hit go. Now you just have to wait. It will take approximately 10 minutes. Here you can see that it's using some tokens. You have a limit on how much you can use these tokens based on the subscription you have. I have a pro subscription of Claude. Claude exactly doesn't tell you how much token you can use, but if you go in here in the settings and go to usage, you can see that we have 5-hour limit and a weekly limit. Currently, I have only used 2% of my 5-hour limit. Let's see how it fills up as we work. Now, just sit back and let it run. Alright, so Claude has completed the task and it says that it has done everything perfectly. So let's check out our Figma file. First, let's check out variables panel. We can see that it has created a lot of collections. For example, this primitive colors, which has a range of all these colors. We got primitive dimensions, which is basically the sizing system. Let's check out our semantic colors and you can see that it has actually referenced to the primitive collection. It has also created variables for backgrounds, text, icons, and it even added hover and active state color. In the semantic typography, we can see that it has created a full typography system as tokens. This is just amazing. This is quality work, I must say. Another thing that I asked in the prompt was to create text styles and map typography variables to it. And it looks like it has created text styles for all different type scales, but it didn't map the properties to the variables. But that's all right. We can forgive this. And finally, I asked it to create typography preview in a new typography page. And look at that. It has created it perfectly. And if I select this one, I can see that it is using the correct text styles and variable token. So for this job, I think Claude did an amazing job. But this was just an easy level. Yes, it saves me some time, but let's see how it handles complex jobs. But before that, let's go check our usage limit. So from just one prompt, we have already reached 35% of our limit. This is not looking great, but let's continue. Next, we're going to test our second use case, which is creating component. For this, I have this prompt here for button component. This again is a very detailed prompt that defines different variants, types, different states, even component properties. I want a complex button component, like how pro designers make in a design system. So let's copy this prompt. Back in Claude, I have created a new thread. This is a fresh new session where I can prompt anything I like. Let's paste that prompt in here and just scroll to the top and place the same Figma link in here and let it rip. This is a complex task which will require some real brainstorming and Figma knowledge, so I can imagine it will take some time. In the meantime, I'm gonna go grab some chai. And you, yes, you, what are you doing? Like and subscribe, dude. Like and subscribe. Catch you in a bit. All right, bad news, guys. After 30 minutes of running and working, it says that I have hit my limit and come back after 4 hours. And that's not great. I mean, if I can't run two prompts in pro subscription, then I'm not sure if it's smarter than us designers, but I'm not going to give up. I'm going to wait 4 hours and I'm going to come back. All right, so finally, after 4 hours, my limit is back, and now I can ask it to continue where I left off. So just sit back and let it run.
One eternity later.
All right, so it has completed the task now, and let's check it out in Figma. Here is the button component it generated. We have got full button system. I can see primary, secondary, even link buttons, and I think so. It has created almost everything perfectly. Let's create an instance of this button here to test it out. So we've got appearances like primary, secondary, ghost, and link. This is good. Let's try out the tone destructive for different variants. Really, really good. Let's try out different states. Maybe hover. I mean, this is ghost button, so hover you can't probably see. Let's try pressed. This is better than I expected, to be honest. But let's try different sizes. Yeah, it's working perfectly. Let's turn on leading icon. Oh, well, it added icon swap property as well. And by the way, this is the icon I showed you earlier. I asked it to specifically use this icon because it kind of struggles with creating icons for some reason. So you should also do this. The trading icon also looks good. This loading bit is not exactly right. Let's investigate. Yeah, I see the problem. It's absolute position, so it struggles to get in the center, but it's a quick fix, to be honest. I am generally surprised with the quality of the results. I mean, yeah, it took about 60% of my Claude 5 hour limit, but you have to understand it was a complex component with lots of variants and lots of component properties. And the best part is that it is even using relevant variable tokens I created earlier for gaps, paddings, radius, colors, and also assigns text styles to each text. This is fantastic result if I'm being completely honest. Now finally, let's try the third scenario, which is making screen designs with an existing design system. For this, I have this design UI kit in Figma. It is a separate file that I created earlier manually. It has some basic components like buttons with all these variants. We have social buttons, we have checkboxes, input fields with different variants like email and password. Now I'm going to use this prompt here to create a login page for a crypto wallet web app. This prompt tells Claude to use my components. I explicitly tell it to use what components to pick, what variant, and what size of that component to use. So it's a very detailed prompt. You can read it through and try it yourself. So let's copy it and paste it back in Claude in a new session. Let's go back to our design system file and copy the file link, and let's paste it in here. Hit go and wait for it to complete. All right, so here is the result of what it generated. In the prompt, I asked it to create a split view, one half for the form and one for the illustration. And this is looking really good. I mean, look at this illustration, kind of works. It even uses my color variables. And the form is also looking very nice. It's using auto layout, it's using the correct components with correct variants, like this input field with email variant, input field for the password. It got the checkbox right, and for this forget password, it is using the button component with link variant. That's amazing. We got the buttons and the social button in here as well. This is a job well done. And because it's using the variables I had in my design system, I had a dark mode available as well. So I can literally switch to dark mode right from here, and it works perfectly. This is better than I hoped. Dear, dear, these really, really are scary times we live in. All right, so here's my verdict. Yes, it's a major leap in web designing. Now you can produce high quality results directly in Figma Canvas using Claude Code if you can write detailed prompts. Many people are still using very small, simple prompts and showing half-baked results. If you generally want production quality outputs, you must understand how Figma works and write detailed prompts. It will save you tons of time. With that said, I think so. There are still three problems with Claude Code. Number one, it's not creative and it's not genuine all the time. It tries to replicate whatever it finds over the internet. It's not creative enough to produce something unique. Number two is the UX part is still missing. I think so. Designing a simple login page is fine, but when you're designing a full production ready app, it might not understand the user context and user needs. Number three is the token limit. 5 hour token limit is too short. It hits that limit even with Sonnet 4.6 really, really quickly. At least that's what I feel. Let me know what are your thoughts on this. I hope you learned something today. If you did, please like this video and subscribe for more content on design. And like always, thank you for watching. See you in the next one.